Hello everybody, my name is Joe and welcome back to another game of Minecraft. Today I have a few special things planned. I went ahead and off camera did some breeding of the animals here and did some AFK farming over here. I even went down into the mines and I found some more of those precious diamonds. But today what I think we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to dig out ourselves a nice little room underneath our shack here to put in an enchanting room. We're going to go ahead and make ourselves a fishing pole and even a bow and arrow so we can deal with all these creepers that I keep getting at a distance, and maybe they'll stop exploding and tearing up the terrain. As you can see over this way, I had a nice little battle with a creeper. It just kind of blew things up. So we're going to build ourselves a bow and arrow just to deal with that. Now, the way you do that is first you acquire some string from some spiders and some sticks. Now we're going to need 3 string for the bow and arrow, 2 string for the fishing pole. We'll grab ourselves some of those. We'll come over here to our crafting table, and there you see, it shows that we can build a bow and arrow like so. So we'll build that and put that there. We'll go ahead and make ourselves a fishing pole, and we'll put that there. And then we have, from some skeleton drops, we already have some arrows, but we're going to go ahead and make ourselves some more. Now, I see 3 feathers here, so we're going to need 3 sticks. We'll come into this box. We're going to need 3 of those, 3 flints. And you come over to your crafting table, and then you put your feathers on the bottom, you stick 1 more up, and then your flints up there, and you get 4 for every 1 click. So we'll go ahead and shift click, and now we have 31 arrows. And we can rearrange our hotbar a little bit here. I like to have my hotbar set up like so. That way I have everything in the order that I'm probably going to use it in. So we'll start with the fishing. Now you can fish in any solid water source. It could be 1 block, it could be 12 blocks, it could be the ocean. It doesn't matter. You can fish in this 1 block, or you can fish out here in this water source. And you don't have to physically see fish. All you do is put your fishing pole in your hand and right click. Now we just wait patiently for a fish to come along and bite the lure. Now when they do come along, you'll kind of see bubbles kind of trail along a little bit until it gets to the lure, and then you'll hear a splash, and that's when you know you have a bite. It could take anywhere. There we have bubbles. We'll go ahead and take that, and now we have a new advancement. We also have some raw cod. Now fish aren't the only thing that you can bring up. Sometimes you can bring up rare enchanted items, or sticks, or sometimes wooden bowls. You get all kinds of nifty little things from fishing in the ponds and the waters and rivers, and looks like we just get fish again. Alright, well, we'll come back to that after a bit. Right now, what we want to do is we want to go get our diamond pickaxe back out. And we're going to head back down to the mines and get ourselves some obsidian. So let's put that there and trade places with those. And we'll go ahead and head on down to the mines. I will see you down there. Alright folks, here we are down in the mines. Now as you can see, there's already a bunch of this purple stuff here that is called obsidian. And the best way to get that is to take a water bucket and pour it over a water source next to a source of lava. Now this won't work if you see like flowing lava or something, you'll just get cobblestone. But if you have a lava source and you pour water over it like so, you get obsidian. Now when mining obsidian, I always recommend that you mine your first piece out in a corner. And it does take forever, folks. I apologize about that, but it does. Which to me it seems a little weird, because in reality, obsidian is actually the softest of all the stones that you can get here on Minecraft. But it does, it takes forever. Now I always recommend when you're mining obsidian, you never know if there's going to be more lava underneath. Let's go ahead and light this up before we get any surprises. We'll do that like so. Anywho, you never know if there's going to be some lava underneath the obsidian, so what you do is you take, and once you have one spot cleared, you go ahead and fill it full of your water, and then you mine. That way, as you mine, the water will flow and turn the lava underneath into obsidian, and you still get your block, like so. See, we still got our block. It's just an insurance. Now remember, water only flows 8 blocks. So you need to be vigilant and pay attention to how far away from your water source you're getting, because once you get to that 9th block, it might shove you off into the lava, or you'll lose your obsidian that you worked so hard to get in the lava. But today we're going to grab, I want to say 14 pieces of obsidian, because not only are we going to make ourselves an enchanting table, but I'm also thinking that maybe in today's episode we can take our first trip to the Nether Realm. And if I'm not mistaken, if my math is correct, you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 obsidian at a minimum to make a nether portal. And I believe you need 5 to get an enchanting table, so we're going to get 17 blocks. Let's go ahead and get 20 just to be on the safe side, make sure my math is correct, because it is not always correct. I am horrible at math, guys. Just horrible. I usually leave all the math up to my wife. She likes to joke around and say that she's got a little Asian living in her head. Alright folks, here we are back topside. I come up and it was nighttime, so I had to go ahead and take a nap. But what we are going to do is we are going to find ourselves a nice little spot to dig ourselves out a little hole, because I like to build my enchanting rooms on the ground, or underground. See if we can't take care of this guy before he goes boom. Like so. We got our first creeper kill. You can see it tells me now I have new recipes, because creepers drop gunpowder, and gunpowder is good for making things like TNT and fireworks, and fireworks have an amazing use. We'll get to that later on. But first, I think right here looks like a good enough spot. Looks like we've had a creeper explode here in the past, so we'll go ahead and clear some of this out and see if we can't dig ourselves out a nice little enchanting room. I think we'll go ahead and just clear all of this out, because eventually we're going to want to upgrade our house anyways, so we're going to want some nice smooth terrain to work with. But for now, we're going to come over here, and we're going to start here with building ourselves an enchanting room. I think we'll go down one more. I said one more, went 2 more. That's okay, we'll go down 2 more. We'll go ahead and put that there. I think we'll come over here and we'll dig this out. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Because I like to come underneath my stairs and build myself a nice little 2, 3, 4, 5. Build myself a nice little storage area for my chests. So we'll come over here. 1. Oh, we got some dirt there. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go 1 more. And we're pretty close to the top side right there, but that's okay, because we could go this way. Should be, I think, 9 or 10 blocks. And we should be able to find where we dug out over here. Now eventually we'll come along and decorate this room, but for now I think we're just going to go with the bare stone, because it's just a starter. I think we might also go ahead and dig one more down because I like to have my rooms to be 3 spaces tall. Alright folks, now that the room's all dug out, another thing that I like to do is I'm going to go ahead and come in here, and I do believe, yep, I'm right, I have some steps here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and dig these blocks out, and I'm going to make myself a staircase. Now, putting staircases along a wall where there's nothing underneath of them can be a bit tricky, but if you just kind of point at the corner of the wall, like so, you can put the staircase in the proper manner. And the reason I like to dig the block out where I want to put it is that way we don't have to do too much digging there, and we don't bounce our head off of things. So let's go ahead and dig that one out. Then we'll do away with that. We'll put that there. And we'll put the stairs there like so. And now we have a proper staircase. Now I'm going to go ahead and make some more stairs, just because of a simple design trick that I like to do. Let's do 2 batches of 4. If you come around to the bottom side of the stairs and kind of point at the top side of the corner, you can place the stairs upside down and it looks a little more natural to me. So let's put one there and one there. And that just looks a little more natural. Looks a little more like an actual build, if you ask me. Now another thing that I want to do is I want to decide where I want to put my enchantment table. I'm thinking this corner over here probably seems like a good spot. Now, to get the best enchantments possible, you're going to want 15 bookshelves, which we'll go over how to make those here in just a minute. But the best layout to do your enchantment table is to start in a corner and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then come out 1. That's going to be a line of bookshelves there. So let's go ahead and mark those out with some cobblestone. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 bookshelves right there. Now we'll go ahead and mark those out with some cobblestone. Like so. That way we know where our bookshelves are going to go. And let's ignore that piece there. And our enchantment table needs to have a 1 block space in between all of the bookshelves, which means the enchanting table is going to go there. Because we need books and diamonds. Now the way to get books is, unfortunately folks, you do have to slaughter a few cows to do so. But what you do is you kill the cows and you get your beef, of course, and you sometimes they drop leather. I think it's about a 50% chance that they'll drop 1 or 2 leather. And then you take the leather and you mix it with paper. And the way you get paper is with some sugar cane. Let's go ahead and grab some diamonds too, because we are going to need diamonds to make our enchanting table. And we will come back down here. And now you'll see that we got new recipes available in here. But first things first, we need to make some books. Or paper. We need to make paper. So we'll go ahead and shift click on that there. And now we should have a new recipe available. I believe we got to exit out of this and then try again. There we go. Books. So we'll go ahead and shift click on that and then shift click there. And we're going to want to make an enchanting table with this recipe here. We'll make that there. And then we'll go ahead and we'll take and we'll do those there. We'll do those like so. And we can make ourselves a couple of bookshelves to start. Now we'll place our enchanting table right there. And we'll go ahead and do our two corners over here with our bookshelf. And you'll start to see some particles coming off of there. Now we're going to head topside again and take a nap. Looks like it's becoming nighttime. And if you'll excuse me, this music is just loud. Let's turn that all the way down to here. Put it on 15 and see what that does. There, that's much more tolerable. That's beautiful music, it really is, but it's kind of annoying to try to talk over it. Now, in here we have this blue stuff here. It's called lapis lazuli. Now that is good for two things. It's good for making dye, but if you ask me, making blue dye with lapis lazuli is a bit of a waste when you can come down here and you can use it for enchantments. Now we only have two bookshelves here, so we're not going to get the best of enchantments, so we're going to try with our bow first and see what that'll get us. Power 1. Looks like Power 1 is going to be our only option here. It says we need 3 lapis lazuli there, you can see in the red writing, so we'll go ahead and put 3 of those in there, and that's going to open that up for Power 1. It looks like it only gave us the one. Sometimes when you enchant an item, it'll give you multiple enchantments to go with it. Now one more trip up top side, we're going to get a bunch of iron, because with the iron, we're also going to make an anvil. We'll go ahead and grab this here, because if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, the piercing enchantment is good for a bow. Now, the way to make iron is we're going to want to put 3, or I'm sorry, the way to make iron. The way to make an anvil is we're going to want to put 3 of these in each square here. And that's going to make 3 blocks of iron. Now, we'll take and put those there like so, and we'll take the 3 blocks and put them there like so, and you see now we have an anvil. Let's go ahead and place our anvil over here like that, and we should be able to put the book there and the bow there, and I'm wrong, piercing 2 does not go on a bow. Where does it go? Does it go on a sword? It does not. So that's okay though, we'll figure it out. I believe it actually goes on a trident, which we'll get to tridents later on in the series. But we do have a book left over here, so we could come over here to the enchanting table and you can actually enchant books. So let's see, we got Smite 1, we could put that on our axe, I believe. Power 1 and Piercing 1. Let's go with Smite 1. It looks like it's going to be the only enchantment we get for that one. I don't know, can you put Smite on a sword? You can, and you'll notice that it has enchantment costs. If you look down by my hotbar, there's that green number, it says 26. That's how many levels I have, and that's how many levels it costs to make an enchantment. Like I'll put this here, and it tells me 3 lapis lazuli and then 3 enchantment levels. That means it's going to take 3 levels off of what I have on my hotbar. But we're not going to do anything else with that until we could get some more bookshelves. And the way that we do that is first we come over here to our farm, which should have some wheat ready to be harvested. I see some, not a whole bunch, but some. But we'll come down here to our farm. You'll notice I got myself a nice little structure here. That is so I can block myself in and AFK for a little bit to let the crops grow, because they will not grow if you are not close at hand. You have to be within the same chunk. I believe it's 32 blocks, or they will not grow. But we're going to take some of that wheat. Looks like we only got 3 wheat out of that, so we'll get some wheat out of here. There we go, plenty there. We'll put that there. And we'll come over here and we will breed up some cows. And the reason that we're wanting to breed up so many cows is because we want them to make baby cows. And when they do that, then we can have a consistent supply of cattle. Now we'll go ahead and step in here and we'll thin out the herd a little bit. Now you notice I'm using my axe and not my sword. The reason behind that is because the sword has a sweeping motion here on Java Edition. And we don't want to kill more than we need. Now, looks like we have 2 adult cows left. That's perfectly fine. So we'll go ahead and exit out there. We'll cook up the raw beef that we had. Looks like I had some chicken on the cook. And we have 6 more pieces of leather that we can make books with. Look, and looks like that come out perfect. So we'll go ahead and we'll do this here. And we will make another 2 bookshelves. We'll go ahead and add those down here to the other 2 corners. And now we have the 4 corners of our enchanting room. Let's see what it'll give us now. Oh, it got stuck. It's going to take a minute. I wonder. I will be right back. There we go. I had forgotten that I had put a enchantment on the sword. You could only enchant an item once on the enchanting table. But that's not to say you can't later on come over here to your anvil and do a second enchantment on it. This has efficiency 2, and this has also efficiency 2. So let's go ahead and put efficiency 2 on our pickaxe here. Oops. And we have enough diamonds over here that we're going to go ahead and... Do we have any sticks available? We do not. We're going to go get some sticks. And a lot of people put diamonds in the anvil so they can repair their pickaxe and whatnot. But I find that it's actually cheaper. Oh, too many. We only need 2. I find it to be cheaper to just make a new diamond pickaxe because it doesn't cost near as many levels to do so. So we'll just make a new diamond pickaxe here. And then we'll come over here and we will repair our enchanted diamond pickaxe. Like so, and it only costs me 2 levels and 3 diamonds as opposed to the increasing cost, because every time you repair the same tool, the cost goes up and up and up. Now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to find ourselves a nice little cozy spot, which I think is probably going to be down here. Yeah, I think that'll be perfect. So let's get our diamond shovel back out. And we'll dig this out a little bit, like so. Yep, 1 too many there. Let's fill that hole back in. I think this is a good spot for it. We're going to go ahead and put ourselves in 2, 3. We're going to put ourselves in a nether portal here. Now the way that we do that is we put that there. And we're going to dig out 3 of those. We'll put 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We'll do that like so. And then we need to head back on up to the homestead here. And put some things away. Let's go ahead and put that away. Oh, looks like that inventory's full. Let's put a bunch of this stuff away here. Because we don't need all of this. No, we don't need all of that. We don't even need that, or we don't want to lose that. Looks like we run out of room here, so let's get another chest out. And we'll set it there. We'll put that there and put those in there. Now, I believe we only need 1 iron ingot and 1 piece of flint there to make ourselves a flint and steel. And we come back down here to our enchanting, or I can't talk today. We come back down here to our obsidian frame that we built. Right click on it, and now we have another portal. It looks like it's getting to be nighttime, so we're going to take ourselves a nice little nap before we try to go over to the Nether Realm. And I always recommend taking your flint and steel with you when you go to the Nether Realm. And I'll explain why shortly. We'll put our bucket of water away because water buckets are kind of useless in the Nether Realm. If you can drop the water, you can take it with you and drop it, but it'll just evaporate right away. So let's go to the Nether Realm. Let's see what we got here. I see a good, nice plateau there. And that there is a ghast. And I see another portal or another fortress right there. I cannot talk today, folks. I don't know what my problem is. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get rid of this ghast. Because he could potentially destroy our nether portal. Now, he won't destroy the obsidian, but he can kind of blast fireballs at us, and it'll knock this here out, which is why I always recommend to bring a flint and steel with you. And let's see, I do not. I usually bring cobblestone with me on my first trip to the nether, so I can build around and try to protect my nether portal. And you could use that to potentially build little, like, totem poles with torches to find your way back home, or back to your nether portal. Well, that is just loud. I think I'm going to turn the master volume down here. It's kind of hard to talk over. Let's come back up here. We'll get ourselves a couple stacks of cobblestone to take with us. We've got a little bit of food there. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this beef that we cooked up. We'll grab that piece of cooked chicken that we had. Where was that? Right there. Just to be safe and precautious. And what else do we need? I think we are set to explore the nether a little bit. So let's go ahead and start off with building ourselves a nice little protection area here for our nether portal. And if you shift click and walk out towards the edge of a block, you will not fall off, but you must be careful and hold on to that shift button or you will fall off, and that's just not good. So we're going to go ahead and come out one more here. I'll come over here and we'll come out one more. And we will dig out some blocks here so we can continue our build in the same manner. And you'll notice how quick and easy the this here breaks. It's called netherrack, and it is a really soft material. I do not recommend trying to build anything in the nether with it. I hear some more ghasts, and you hear that noise there, means he's mad at me. Where is he? I do not see him. There he is. Let's go ahead and take this guy out. You see he's aggroed on me again. Let's see if maybe we could get him to shoot a fireball more directly at us. You see we can shoot that fireball and it'll go back at him. And I forget what that advancement is called. Let's check and see. That advancement is called Return to Sender. We did not get it because when you shoot the fireball back at him, it has to actually hit him in order to get that advancement. Now the way that I was able to actually go straight to my advancement checklist here is if you press the L button, it'll take you straight to this, and you can see what advancements you have made and still need to make. You can see we still need to make hot stuff, which next time we come to the nether, we'll actually bring an empty bucket with us. And how you get hot stuff is, like it says there in the green lettering, fill a bucket with lava. So we're going to exit out of that, and we're going to go ahead and build up here. And we're going to build up and over the portal like so. And we're just going to make a little box. It doesn't have to be big or fancy or anything like that. It just has to protect it, that's all. Alright folks, we have our portal hub all built up. And like I said, it doesn't need to be anything big or fancy. Just needs to encase it so that those ghasts, when they shoot those fireballs at you, they don't potentially destroy your nether portal. Now I think what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and build down so that we have a way to get down here, and we can head on over to that nether fortress. But I think we're going to do that in the next episode. I don't think we have much time left for recording here today. So I think we'll go ahead and head back on over to the overworld, and in tomorrow's episode we will do some exploring of another fortress. We'll go ahead and head through here. So I think this is where we're going to leave today's episode. If you liked it, please leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you think of it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.